AFC Bournemouth, the most underrated team in the Premier League. Bournemouth are currently sat 7th place in the Premier League with 40 points, drawing with Chelsea. If you don't know who Bournemouth are, then here is a quick history lesson. Bournemouth was founded in 1899 under the name Boscombe FC. They struggled in the Football League for almost 100 years until club legend Eddie Howe took over the managerial position in the 2008-2009 season. This became known as the -17 season, where the football club got deducted 17 points at the start of the League 2 season. Everyone already thought Bournemouth were relegated. The club fought back. They signed 6 players on loan to help them that season, and every week they kept on getting good results. And finally, by game week 42, AFC Bournemouth were mathematically safe from relegation. After this, Eddie Howe led them for another 10 years, taking them all the way to the Premier League, where they stayed for 5 seasons. When Bournemouth sadly got relegated, manager Eddie Howe left the club by mutual consent, saying that he wanted to focus on his family and he had done all he could for the football club. The first season in the Championship, Bournemouth appointed previous assistant coach Jason Tindall. In that season, Bournemouth got all the way to the semi-finals of the Premier League qualifiers, but sadly lost 2-1 to Brentford. Bournemouth finally got promoted back to the Premier League after another year in the Championship, with an incredible team helped massively by Dominic Solanke, who scored 41 goals that season. So that was it. Bournemouth were back in the Premier League in the 22-23 season under manager Gary O'Neill. The club were able to keep themselves from relegation by finishing in the 15th place with 39 points. At the start of the 23-24 season, Bournemouth sacked Gary O'Neill, which sparked controversy online, and appointed unknown manager Andoni Iraola. He took charge of Bournemouth, and by October, Bournemouth was sat 19th with only 5 points. The club backed Andoni, and after a few months, fans started to see the team finally work under Iraola. In the middle of November, Bournemouth went on a massive run, going unbeaten in 7 games and winning 6 of them. And at the end of the season, Bournemouth finished in 12th place with 48 points, a club record tie. So at the start of the 24-25 season, fans were excited to see where this team could go, even though rival fans and pundits thought Bournemouth would get relegated because they lost their star man Dominic Solanke. After only a couple of games into the season, Bournemouth created the biggest comeback the Premier League has ever seen. In the 86th minute, Bournemouth were 2-0 down away at Goodison Park, but the team fought back, and in the 87th minute, Antoine Semenyo scored a late consolation goal, the commentators thought. Then in the 92nd minute, Lewis Cook scored an absolute worldie of a header to make the score 2-2. And then in the 96th minute, a cross from Cliver reaches Sinisterra, who smashes it into the net, and Bournemouth, who were 2-0 down 10 minutes ago, were now 3-2 up. This result finally made the online world realise Bournemouth were actually a good side. A couple of weeks later, Bournemouth faced Arsenal at home and won 2-0. The next fixture, they had Aston Villa, who they drew 1-1 with, and then the current champions Manchester City got thrashed 2-1 by Bournemouth. And in the matter of weeks, Bournemouth had faced some of the best teams in the league, and beaten 2 of them and drawn against 1. It was at this point fans started to dream of Europe, something that no fan could ever thought at the start of the season. And even with a massive injury list of 10 players, Bournemouth then go on an amazing run, beating Wolves, then beating Spurs, then beating Ipswich, then drawing against West Ham, winning 3-0 at Old Trafford, drawing to Palace, drawing to Fulham, beating Everton, drawing to Chelsea, beating Newcastle, and then 2 days ago, beating Nottingham Forest 5-0. This Bournemouth side could honestly be title contenders as long as we are able to keep Andoni Iraola. And as a Bournemouth fan myself, I can't wait to see what the future holds. Please let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.